On the outside of him, Kevin Harvick in the 4. Green flag is in the air. Three of the 4 stayed up in the top 3 positions. Martin Truex Jr. in the 19 has dropped back, though. He now runs in the 6th spot.
Fighting back on the outside, though, already to the very top of the racetrack. They will be racing all over this racetrack today, from that white line on the bottom all the way to the wall.
Denny Hamlin, who took the inside line on the start of the race, has fallen back, now fighting for the 2nd spot with teammate Kyle Busch. Kevin Harvick surged ahead on that outside line.
Tremendous run, as you said. Now what's he going to do? Harvick all the way to the bottom. Truex easily to the outside, using all the racetrack. Harvick's car on the bottom is just not going to make enough speed. Truex will have him cleared going into 3.
Yeah, Truex had to lift just for a second, then back to the gas onto the outside. Drove the car in the throttle into the corner. Look at this side draft.
Look at the difference in speed as Truex runs that top line. Look how much faster he is in the middle.
It's a short run type of setup under that car. Well, Martin Truex Jr. has been the dominant one. 58 laps left. This is lap 59. He'll win stage 1 at Homestead-Miami Speedway.
An issue for Martin Truex Jr. He immediately said something is wrong, and now Cole Pearn said we have the tires switched. They messed it up on pit road. It's the right front and left front that are switched on the 19 car, so they've had to immediately call him back to pit road. This is a costly mistake for this 19 team, and one of the things that Cole Pearn had been so proud about this pit crew is he said when they make mistakes, they're little. They haven't made any disastrous mistakes. Well, this is going to be a costly one.
A mental error. Inexcusable. You cannot switch the tires 36 races into a season. The small things a crew chief should not have to worry about. You have tire specialists, tire carriers, tire changers. These are the mistakes that can cost you a championship. The 19 team making an extra stop on pit road, put 4 tires on it. The dominant car. 98 laps led today, and here it is. You see Cole Pearn doing all he can do, reacting, coaching, leading, bringing his team to pit road. Nothing he can do now, though, but just watch as his car loses time.
Steve explained to us why that even matters, that tires are different from right to left.
Yeah, so the right side tire is much more durable, has much more air pressure. It's meant to run on the outside of the car through these corners. The inside, more grip, less air pressure. You cannot run that out. If you put the left front tire on the right front, it will fail.
Getting a caution right out there.
36 went sideways, and is the caution going to come out?
Tires were on the back stretch apron.
And a caution does come out. This is a big save for Martin Truex Jr. He will be in the free pass position and get his lap back.
You want to see relief? Top of that pit box. That's where, look at that. Hitting his fist, rubbing his hands together. The pit crew, the tire guy, everyone who was part of that mistake just said, you know what? We just hit the lottery. We made a mistake. We got behind. We got the caution we needed to get back in this race. Here's the driver.
Let's take a look at this spin here. 36 just gets loose. Looks like maybe the car got loose on that seam there. Good job keeping it out of trouble. There's the happiness. Top the pit box. Looks like he won the race.
Yeah, that was when the caution came out. Kyle Busch has come out of turn 4. He'll win stage 2. So now Martin Truex Jr. has won stage 1. Kyle Busch has won stage 2. Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, the top 4 again.
Truex pushed the 4 of Harvick so much it got the rear tires off the ground. Now he's on the outside of him.
3 wide for 3rd.
Still 3 wide. Still 3 wide.
Kyle Larson made a 4 wide.
Yeah, 4 wide with a 42. Maybe a little contact, the 22. Working to the outside of the 19.
Business is picking up with these restarts here late in this final stage. But they're interesting, though. Oh, Truex real high off the corner.
And both of these guys are stuck back here in traffic, and Denny Hamlin going for the lead.
Denny Hamlin surging ahead as he goes into 1.
grill. Last time down, Steve, it's getting cooler. You can see all that tape they put on the left side. Denny said the water temps are now pegged, the oil at 345, and he said we're not going to make it. We're not going to make, the engine's not going to make it to the end of the race if we're doing this pace.
You see the water coming out. This is completely overheating. You see the tape. We talked about adding tape, Dale. You mentioned it earlier. We mentioned maybe some marks on the grill. Well, that piece way too large or in the wrong area. A miscalculation by the 11 crew, currently running third in the race, was in position. How long can this Toyota engine hold on? So here's the crew member right here putting it on. Man, that is that's half the grill they've covered right there.
Why didn't he come to pit road now, though, Steve? Why is he going to stay out?
Denny said we're not going to make it. They're coming to pit road, guys. Denny Hamlin's championships may be over.
Marty.
Just so crushing for Denny Hamlin, this 11 team, the slow roll down pit road, and it's just spewing water everywhere. They're going to get the tape off of it at this point. Just going to salvage what they can salvage here. Ford Goodyear tires, but man, look at all that water it's losing, Steve. I don't know how long that thing could last when he's going to go back out on the racetrack.
He needs to get back out there, get the temperature down. You saw the tape pulled off. Once again, that tape was put on the last pit stop. It was a calculated change that was put on in error. They definitely don't want to cover that much of the grill. We talked about how big of a battle this was going to be, and it was going to have to be aggressive by every person. That was an aggressive call by the 11 to add the tape. The miscalculation is going to hurt them, and now we see the 4 of Kevin Harvick, who was leading the race, has finally come to pit road.
At just 34 years old, is already in the top 10 all-time wins list for NASCAR. One lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. One more time around. And Kyle Busch, you see him even as wide as the camera shot got there. Nobody around him. What a performance he has put on this evening. 119 laps have been led. Kyle Busch, he's the winningest driver of the decade, and now he is joining elite company. Kyle Busch is going to win his second Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series championship.
Awesome, boys. Awesome year. Thank you, boys. Oh, 2-timer out there. Proud of you, buddy. Way to stick with it. Great job, guys.
It's happened again. It took a win. He had to win the race to win the championship. Every single time in this format, it has taken a win. And you saw the crew's reaction. They're going to hand him the championship banner, the flag. Holding it in while the official was checking the lug nuts actually on the car there. And now he'll celebrate here at Homestead-Miami Speedway.
Number 1, that of course being Kyle Busch. He won his first championship back in 2015 right here.
Think back to his career. At the age of 16, he was actually at a racetrack about to get into a NASCAR truck to go for a race. And NASCAR said, wait a second, you're too young. He had already run a couple races, but they changed the rule and said, we can't have you behind the wheel. So at 16, he was taken out of the car. But at just 34 years old, what an incredible accomplishment already by this Las Vegas driver. This victory fueled by Sunoco. Fuel your best.
He's in elite company. Now only the 16th different driver to have multiple championships in the 70-plus years NASCAR's been around.
Junior, it's interesting you say that, and I was just thinking of the fact that Kyle Busch is a polarizing figure. Your father was a polarizing figure as well. I mean, when he started winning so many races, fans would be like, well, wait a second. You know, I don't know if we want to cheer for this guy anymore. But that's kind of the way Kyle Busch has now moved up into that category. You mentioned elite category, multiple championships for him.
Yeah, I think he's a guy who feels like that he should already have multiple championships. This is definitely something that he needed badly tonight. He's only 34 years old. I mean, there's no reason why he can't go win 3, 4, 5 championships, if not even more. If he wanted to stay around another 10, 11 years, he could.
Kyle Busch, it's been 21 races since he's been able to take a bow, but that's the trademark for the driver of the 18. He'll salute the crowd, bow to them.